Hey guys, today I'm going to be getting ready for a banquet. I'm going to go with this blue dress, so I figured we'll do a really fun blue eye look. So I'm starting off with this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This primer is fantastic. I like using it on days where I want my foundation to really stick and adhere to it. So I'm going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. This is in the shade 465. It is such a beautiful foundation. It can be full coverage and it has a beautiful satin finish and it is very blendable. So I love it for that. So I'm taking extra care to make sure it's blended into my hairline and also down my neck so everything is nice and seamless. For concealer, I'm using one of my favorite drugstore concealers. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in the shade, I think it's Light Sand. Very creamy, very blendable, very brightening. Just an absolute favorite from the drugstore. One of the best concealers I've ever used, in my honest opinion. And I had to do a voiceover for this video because my kids were screaming in the background, so it wasn't gonna work. Now taking the Huda Beauty, this is the Cherry Blossom. Love this for the under eyes, and I'm setting my under eyes, the T-zone, and then I'll do a little bit towards the bottom of my jawline. But I'm not gonna touch the spots where I'm gonna put my blush in because I'm gonna do a cream blush. And I'm gonna let that sit for a bit. So going in with, this is the Rare Beauty in the shade Virtue, a very pretty terracotta shade. It is very pigmented. I probably could have gotten away with just using the one dot. So I'm gonna blend that in and then I'm gonna go in and set it with Songbird, which is a beautiful deeper color blush. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that they make this anymore because this was a Becca product, but it is the most beautiful blush. So for bronzer, I'm using the NYX. This is a matte bronzer in the shade Medium. Beautiful shade, like the perfect shade of bronze for what I need right now for my skin tone. Normally I use a cream bronzer and then I set with the powder, but today I'm just going in with this one. So before I move on with a cream highlight, I'm gonna do the MAC Prep and Prime and just melt everything together. I find that the highlight goes on so much better. So this is the ColourPop Wisp. I put this on first. I just use my two fingers on the high points of my cheekbones. And then I'm just going to do a little bit down my nose, which I kind of regretted later on in the night. Maybe I just didn't put it on straight. It made my nose look like it was actually crooked. But this is the Virtue highlight. This is Rare Beauty. And I'm just going to be setting in the powder. For the brows, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown. And then I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. Really, really good product. So for the eye look, I decided to use the Jaclyn Hill palette. It is an older palette because I wanted to use the electric blue shade in there. So starting off in the crease, I'm using the shade MFEO and just blending that all over the place because that's going to be my first shade and it's going to be the transition shade. Let's deepen things up a bit. I'm going to use the shade Buns and we're going to do it right in the crease, and I'm going to stay pretty tight to the crease, but I'm going to blend it across, like not super precise, but a lot more precise than I did for the transition. I'm wedging it in there pretty good. I want to make sure it's nice and blended, but I also want to make sure that there's a nice shape to it that complements the shape of my eye. Now, this is the most important step. I'm taking the NYX glitter glue and I'm going to pack that down onto the lid pretty precise here because this is where I want that electric blue to adhere to. Taking the shade Twerk, it is a very vibrant blue and I'm packing it onto the lid. So I did a mixture of this little shader brush and my ring finger to just really pack it on there, and I kept it really tight and precise because I didn't want anything going outside of my lid area. And using the glitter glue, I got zero fallout, so it's definitely the way to go. So now going in with the shade Hunts, with a small precise brush, I'm packing that really tight into the crease. So I'm basically outlining and doing a light shadow over my crease with it. And it's not sloppy at all, it's really tight. And then just blending, blending, blending into that deeper red shade. With the shade Jax, I am just putting this into the outer V area just to deepen things up a bit and give the look a little bit more dimension. Now I'm taking what's left on the brush that I used to blend the shade Buns, and I am just blending everything together, making sure that the transition is really seamless and it's nice and shaded, and then just slightly buffing the inside so there's no harsh edges. And then this is the first brush that I used. Going in with some kohl eyeliner. This is MAC in the shade Smolder, and I'm doing the waterline and the tight line. This is like the best kohl eyeliner. I love this stuff. And I'm just buffing out where I'm going to put down some highlight. So for the brow bone, I am going to take the shade Beam and just highlight the brow bone area and also the inner corners of my eyes. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take that first shade I used, MFEO, and I'm going to put that all over and just almost blend that into like the concealer and the powder. And then I'm going to take this deep shade, it's called Soda Pop, with a flat brush, and I'm just going to focus that more in the outer corner. I'm going to give my lashes a quick curl before going in with some mascara primer. I'm using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise primer. I'm just going to put a couple coats on and I'm going to let it get a little bit tacky so then the mascara adheres really nice to it. So this is the Maybelline Surreal Falsies Surreal Mascara. It's a really good mascara. I'm just trying to use up the mascaras I have. I feel like I have a bunch open and I need to just get through them before they expire and dry out. And then I'm also going to go in with the e.l.f. Lash and Roll, I think it's called, mascara. It's really good at separating and elongating, and I love it for the lower lashes. Moving on to the lips, I'm going to go with a very nude lip and something really glossy. So this is the Iconic Nude by Charlotte Tilbury. I decided it's not quite the right color, so this is Milani Most Natural. This is my favorite drugstore lip liner, I would say. So going in with the Nude Sticks Whisper Lip Crayon, really, really nice, perfect nude color. And then I'm going to top it off with the Milani Gloss. I forget the name of it, but I'll put it up on the screen. It is really shiny and really pretty. And then to finish off the look, I'm going in with Urban Decay All Nighter. So I went and changed and got the dress on. So for my hair, I think I'm just going to straighten it. I was going to curl it with my Airwrap, but then I decided let's just straighten it. So just brushing it out, and then I'm going to put a little heat protectant in it. This is the Temu heat protectant. I'm not exactly sure. I got it when I got the hair straightener, but it smells really good. It's basically like almost like a hair oil. I think it works pretty decent. So I'm going to take my Dyson and just smooth my hair and get it like a little bit less frizzy and more tamed. Now that my hair is a little bit more smoothed and tamed, I'm going to take the Tymo straightener that I got. I got it off TikTok Shop. It like blew up. It was a viral thing on TikTok. I feel like everyone has it. Anyway, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I'll link it down below. I like that it comes with a glove. So here's what I'll say about it. I do really like it. I've been using it more than I've been using my other like Chi or Chai straightener, whatever, like the clamp one. I like that it has a really nice control. I like that it comes with a glove. I feel like it's easier to use. It has like the heat protectant, so you're not going to burn yourself. I think it works better. I really do. The only thing that I'm not sure about it, I don't know if it pulls my hair out. I don't know if it's just like a fluke thing and maybe the other one does too, but I feel like there was a couple of times where I felt like it was pulling on my hair. But this last time that I used it, I didn't notice it as much. I think it's a really good product. I've been using it on my daughter's hair here and there, and she really loves it too. It's really easy to use, pretty much foolproof, and it gets the job done really fast. I do have quite a bit of flyaways that are sticking straight up, so I'm using this Got2b hair glue with a little toothbrush just to tame them down a bit. And I did just cut my hair, so I'm still getting used to it. It feels like half of my hair is missing, if that makes sense. Let's move on to nails. So I did these at home, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did them. Let's do Salon Extend gel nails. I got the little lamp to use for the nails. In the box, it comes with the nails itself, the gel adhesive, a prep pad, a nail file, and a cuticle stick. On the back of the nail, it has numbers so you can size each finger with the appropriate nail. For applying, I like to prep my cuticles. I just push them back and then trim any excess, and then I'm ready to apply. I take the prep pad, I wipe off each nail to dry them out. You take a drop of gel, apply it to the back of each nail, and gently press it down, and then you cure it for 45 seconds. The lamp is going to automatically turn off when it's done. It was so easy and virtually mess-free. The only thing I needed to do is occasionally clean up a little bit of gel that creeped over. The last thing I do is gently file the edges. They're a little bit rough, and then apply some cuticle oil, and the end result is so beautiful. Look at this in natural light. I am just so in love with these. So here's the final look. I love this dress, got it off Amazon. It's super comfortable, got a size small for reference, very lightweight. And I hope you guys like this video. I will link everything down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.